Now let's get into this reaction, man. Going into London, UK, to the ends.
Put it down! Come on! Put down the knife! This is the United Kingdom.
Ooh, that's a zombie killer right there. Ooh, that's a zombie killer right there.
Illegal to carry a knife longer than 3 inches in public without good purpose, and is punishable up to 4 years in prison. As of 2022, 40% of all homicides in England and Wales was done using a sharp instrument like a knife or a broken bottle. And knife crime is up 76% over the last 10 years. Knives have become the primary boogeyman for politicians to point the blame at.
They say a man drove into a house and then began stabbing people with a sword.
Ooh. Bro, they wild out there, boy. I'm scared of the ends, man.
I think I've been stabbed and cut about 24 times. I've been shot 5 times and I've been hit with an axe. I feel like it's not safe.
Damn. Bro, you got to get out the ends, man.
Around here
I got the ends in
can
it.
happen in seconds. They're selling online for £15. Whole big katana, about longer than your whole leg.
I've got scars all over my arm, my leg, stabbed in my face.
Through where the bullet went through. Look, it's
I
stopped.
don't know how you're alive, by the way.
It's not halfway through. Look.
Whoa, this is crazy. And as of January 2024, new laws
Oh, that's crazy, boy. He got the double joints, boy. Katana.
passed making the purchase of zombie blades illegal. But is knife crime as bad as the media paints it out to be? Are people
Bro, yes, bro. Every time I do videos about like UK, everybody talk about zombie killers.
afraid of getting stabbed
I
while walking the
didn't even know what a zombie killer was until I started reacting to UK drill.
streets of London? And will banning the purchase of knives stop people from stabbing each other? I pulled up to Camden, a borough in central London, to find out.
It's not the knife's fault. It depends who's got them. But I wouldn't say ban. I'm not into banning anything really. I'm into regulation.
Okay. Like zombie blades or just like all the knives?
Pretty much everything.
All of them? You think knives should be banned?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah? Like all of them? Or just like the big zombie knives?
Any.
Any?
Anyone that carries knives in the streets are cowards.
I think if you was to sit there and say, no, I don't think they should be banned, something's wrong.
Something's wrong with you?
Something's wrong.
Yeah?
Yeah, you shouldn't need to walk around with a knife.
What do you cut your bread with?
A knife, obviously. Oh, yeah, no, you're right.
That's my dilemma, yeah.
So-
What would happen? Would people start cutting their food with like plastic knives?
Forks.
Okay, interesting. What about like
but see, it's different kind of knives though. Like zombie killers is different from a kitchen knife. Like if you walking around with a kitchen knife, then it's like, hey, I got this from my house. But when you walking around with a damn katana, that's crazy. You feel me? Or you double bladed up, that's wild.
a steak?
You have to use a knife, but you can use a little tiny one. No sharp. Remind yourself, no sharp.
Okay, all right. So it's all about that sharpness.
Exactly.
I'm scared of knives. When I was at school, someone tried to steal everything off of me with a knife. Take away the weapons.
Okay.
Knives?
Knives.
Just like on the street? Yeah.
Sure.
Obviously, yeah.
What about like kitchen knives?
You can't really do that, can you?
I don't know.
Why do you need a blade that big?
Sure, like let's say even a sword. Just
A sword.
yeah. You're always gonna have the hobbyists out there, right?
Yeah, well, exactly. If used in the right way, nothing should be banned really. But that's very different.
I feel like the carrying of is the crazy part. Like you should be within a certain range of your house to be able to carry outside. That makes more sense than to ban all of it. You know what I'm saying?
Called to police, isn't it?
I think knives should be banned.
No? Yes.
Yeah.
She said no.
Yes.
Even kitchen knives?
Of course they should.
Yeah.
But knives don't kill people. People
kill people.
All
It's
right.
that easy.
I think it depends on the context. Where do you find the people with the knife? Probably in concerts or public places might be banned.
Not banned, but they have to take more control.
No, speak English.
Like,
No, because for cooking is...
cocinar.
Yes.
I actually went to school with someone who died from a knife crime. I think that with banning anything, it's not as easy as you're just going to be able to get everything off the street.
Yeah.
Things are always going to happen regardless. Like, for example, we don't have guns here, but we still have, we still have gun violence. It's not as common.
Sure.
It would have to be a very detailed plan, really cracking down.
That's crazy. Like, how y'all not have? I mean, I'm pretty sure they got guns in the UK. They got guns in the ends. I'm pretty sure, but for it to not be like a common thing is crazy. Like they just don't import guns that they out. Like I said, in their house, in they country or something. Like how does that work for them to not have them? I know out here in the US it's crazy.
Around different areas. It's a very complex issue that I don't think a flustered 21-year-old who just saw you on the street can answer.
Yeah, no, hey, you did a great job though, jumping in that.
Not the ones in the kitchen.
Not the ones in the kitchen. I mean, I guess the question is if I bring it out of the kitchen, it's now on the streets, right?
I guess. I'm not really around knives much.
Same. Do you think all of the knives should be banned?
I mean, yeah, it is better not just for like, you know, for us. It's for like, you know, because some people when they're like drunk or something, they wouldn't like, you know, think about what they're doing. So directly they'll just stab. And then like when they wake up from being drunk and they know what they did, they're gonna be like, yeah, I did the biggest mistake of life.
Yeah, stay away from booze.
Yeah.
If that happened, it will be easy. You can buy them in Morrison.
Okay, right over there?
Sainsbury, yeah.
Morrison's, all right, let me see what I can do. We are going to purchase a knife. Boom. Do you think knives should be banned?
Not really, because you need them in the kitchen. So like, how are you gonna, do you know what I mean?
How do you do it, right?
I think when it comes to knife crime, you need to.
But see, it's different kind of knives though. Like I'm saying, bro, they got crazy knives, bro. Ones that's obviously not in the kitchen, like a regular butcher knife or something. It's like, okay, that's used for cooking. It is what it is. You can't really say nothing about that. But this is obviously not a fucking cooking knife. This is not a cooking knife. Clearly, this is not a cooking knife. Those types should be probably banned.
Just how easy it is to buy a knife. Like, I think there's a lot more to it than that. I think you're better off, instead of banning knives, I think you're better off actually investing in young people. I think that's the way that you stop knife crime.
Really, they got fucking knives from.
Thank you. Now I'm gonna go on a mass murder spree. Kidding. Please don't call the cops. All right, bye. Let's say you do ban these. The question then becomes, is this a sufficient enough deterrent to stop me from getting a chunk of metal and sharpening it myself? I don't know. Honestly, probably, yeah. I'd be too lazy to go make my own knife, but I would get the screwdriver and start hacking away personally. And if not a knife, they own a pair of scissors. So I think what they're really saying is ban slightly weaponized, sharp things. But this is not...
Yeah, people gonna make them a shank, bro. Like, grabbing some metal and sharpening it up, that shit ain't nothing, but that shit gonna take time. You take it away, they gotta make another one. Take that away, make another one. They gonna keep making them, but you know, whatever you gotta do, bro, to slow
to be a weapon. So where does this
slow
logic
stuff
end?
down.
Question for you, miss. Do you think knives should be banned?
Yes, definitely.
Like
yeah.
something like this?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
What if I need to cut my bread?
Well, I mean, outside or inside?
What if I bring it outside?
Only if it's near your flat or where you live, yeah. I mean, we have a bad knife crime in Camden. It's really bad. No one's controlling it. And it's along with phones being snatched is also another big problem here. But yeah, I wouldn't do it, yeah.
Why is it so bad here, do you think?
Because there's nothing for the kids to do. So they're just like wandering around with no activities, and I think that's part of it.
Do you think knives should be banned?
Yeah, of course, man. Use your hands, man.
Nice, man.
Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Use your hands, bro.
Kitchen.
It should be a much stricter sort of administration on it.
And do you think that logic should apply to all knives?
Yeah, all knives, anything sharp. If you can do damage with it, it should be registered.
Could you stop someone from finding something else that's sharp?
No, if anyone wants to hurt themselves, they'll do it. But I think that's more of a reflection on the mental health crisis than the
okay, this
the
is interesting.
They can't be banned because you have to use them for eating.
Sure. What about like a sword?
Maybe yes.
Yeah.
If you want to stab someone, you don't need a knife. You can use a pencil. You can use a pen. You don't need a knife. You know, you need education.
What do you think about that?
We don't like guns. We don't like violence.
Shouldn't use knives for violence.
Okay.
That's it.
I figured it out. The simple answer is ban violence. But this new zombie knife ban begs the question. Once zombie knives are banned, should regular kitchen knives also be banned? Can a government regulate violence out of people? Or will people just find other creative ways of hurting each other? I pulled up to Edmonton.
Of course, bro. It's so many different ways you can hurt somebody, bro. You can pick up a damn metal pole and beat somebody's head in, bro. It's so many ways you can do stuff, but that takes a lot more effort and force to do. You know what I'm saying? Like a knife is just like, okay, you get a couple good slices or something. Of course, they're gonna stop holding their hand out. They're gonna, whatever they're gonna do, you feel me? Like like they saying, bro, you can't really ban stuff, but you gotta have more rules and regulations on it. I feel like, especially if it's a crisis going on.
And met up with Farron, an anti-knife crime activist and vigilante superhero who runs a knife amnesty program where he meets up with knife owners, allowing them to anonymously turn their knives in, avoid criminal charges for possessing them in the first place, all while taking knives off the street.
Young people see it as a place of hope and a place of relief where I'm able to take their weapons with no consequences. It's anonymous. I'll then dispose of them through the police, or we're going to start actually processing them ourselves and melting them down into other objects out of stainless steel that can be used for the burying of young people in the community. Like the main aim is if we can transform these young children's mental thinking, then hopefully that should transition to positive actions.
But you know the craziest part about stuff like this though? Like, okay, they say like in the US, they say guns don't kill people, people kill people, right? But say for instance, you know, you like, okay, I don't know guns or whatever. You turn your gun in and then somebody break into your house with a gun. What do? Or you walking down the street, or you pulled into your driveway or something, you walking in the house, you don't have no gun on you, somebody rob you, or you see somebody running up on you to rob you. You had a gun, you can defend yourself, but no gun, no nothing. Now you just gotta, every time somebody come to you, you just gotta give them whatever you got. That should get old. Like a lot of people be getting, like, you know, safety for reasons like that.
How many knives would you say you've retrieved from the youth the time you've been doing this?
Just under 5,000 right now. Yeah, there's a lot.
We work strategically with FAS and different organisations. When FAS take the weapons off them, sometimes they need more longer term support, and it's how we work with them afterwards to stop them from going back into the gangs or stop back from taking knives.
Take knives. We're not talking about kitchen knives, yeah?
What are we talking about?
So come along and you find out.
Are these blades? Swords right here? Oh no.
Why they got the zombie box, bro? But they hit the box.
That was caught just yesterday.
What?
Yeah. Mate, all you got to do is look at the news. They're going to see that people's been getting nearly decapitated with machetes.
Yo. Oh, whoa.
Yeah. I thought it was nothing as well until I saw that hanging at the end of it.
That could do some damage.
Bro.
I mean, we're getting creative here. This is like Viking-esque. The serrated edges look brutal.
Brutal, isn't it? But
I mean, that's just like intended to inflict pain.
That like that knife from Dying Light, boy.
It's still, like it looks like proper hardened steel.
Yo.
Yeah.
This is cool. I mean.
Yeah, hold that.
All right.
I'll hold that for you. Put it apart.
Whoa,
That's
this
fire.
is crazy. I mean, this looks casual. You could be chilling, you'd be like, looks like a little bamboo stick. Yo, I mean, would this even hurt someone?
Put it hurt yourself.
Yeah, motherfucker, run, you throw that bitch. Hit them in the back of their
Yeah,
shit.
I guess if it hit you, it's just a goofy at a certain point. When people typically hand these in,
because if you grab them like that and you square up with somebody, you sing. Well, you get to going crazy.
are they like, you know, I made a mistake, I shouldn't have had this knife.
There's so many different reasons, and
damn, this would do some damage. Are people typically hiding them in their pants?
They hide them in the bottom of their shoe underneath their inner soles. They hide them in bushes and stuff like that.
You think you've been given blades that are murder weapons?
If someone told me they've hurt someone with a weapon, I'd never take it. Like, I'm not here to facilitate murders.
Sure.
And be an alibi to someone.
I didn't even think about that.
I've done a collection where I handed in.
Why would somebody tell you that they killed somebody with a weapon that they given to you? That's defeating the purpose. Like, say for instance, if you kill somebody with a weapon and they know you exist, they clean that motherfucker up, bleach it up, and give it to you. They say the weapon, the knife was cut like this, so we looking for this type of knife. Whoever got this type of knife is going to jail for this crime. Give it to you. Bleach it, give it to you. No, I never did nothing with this knife. How would you know?
130 weapons, and they blood tested every single weapon, and there weren't one bit of blood in it. I believe that if someone done something with a weapon, they wouldn't wait around for me to collect it. They could just dispose of it themselves. You know what I mean?
And what got you into this?
I've been in a situation where I've been stabbed on 2 separate occasions. In it, I got a total of 18 stab wounds.
Brass knuckles too?
Yeah, that's everything in there.
Was that a
You've
Glock?
got a taser in there somewhere. This is how it would be.
Oh,
if I
whoa.
sent someone. So basically, I put this inside of this. You see, it's got my address in it to this building already. They put the knife in there, and then they use this prepaid package and send it straight back to me.
Oh, the little pods.
I'm sure that we got another one of these in there. We saw one of them.
Oh,
things.
Boy, nasty.
That's the problem. These things do look cool. They attract me visually. Oh,
Man,
yo, damn.
That's what I'm saying. Visually, I want one. That visually look cold, but if it's a crisis going on out there, gotta get them boys out the street, bro. Because a lot of the UK drill rappers that I used to listen to, a lot of them is locked up, bro, for murders or whatever. Like they locked up for. A lot of them is locked up for real. It's crazy. They got some crazy numbers on their head.
Triple nunchucks?
Yeah.
So you have these emergency bleed control kits. What are those?
So basically, this is another thing that we work on. In this is going to have things that can basically stem large bleeding. We've got the faux blanket, so if you lose too much blood and you go into shock, this will keep you warm. We then got a tourniquet that would be used to stem bleeding. You put this 4 inches over the wound, not too tight, not too loose, and that will stop excessive blood loss. Then we've got the open vented chest seals. That's something that if you get any stab wounds in the chest area, you have to put this on, and it will stop air from going into the body and basically collapsing the lung or causing more problems.
And do you think this should be standard?
Bro, I gotta get one of them. This a kit can you buy this kit like on Amazon or something, or they make this stuff?
Issue for people these days?
You know what the thing is about it, right?
What?
There's first responders, and a lot of people see first responders as the emergency services, but you need to think about it. A young group of children walking home from school, who's really the first respondent? The friend that's seen it happening.
Facts.
And if their friends have got the right knowledge,
Tools,
or
and
the right
knowledge,
equipment to stop bleeding, because usually if you get...
I like this dude mindset, bro. Like a lot of people don't think about stuff like that. Like if the people around you knew how to save a life, that'd probably save your life quicker than the ambulance and first responders and stuff. Cause people just sitting right there just watching you bleed out until the first responders get there. So that makes a lot more sense. Or if they even got the tools and stuff in their book bag, you feel me? At least one of them, because in a circle of 2 or 3, if one of them got it, that can possibly be the difference between you living and dying.
Get hit somewhere like if you get stabbed in your artery, you can bleed out in minutes. Tyler, you know where it is when you get stabbed?
Tell me.
Your adrenaline is rushing and you don't realize you got stabbed because it feels like you're getting punched. Where I really noticed it was a bit weird was, you know when you bleed, you can feel the blood trickling on you down your body. But when I touched my neck, there was no blood on my hand.
Is that what you got stabbed?
I got stabbed in my neck, my head, my chest, my back, my bum. 18 times. I got stabbed 9 times once, then 9 times the next time. It goes all the way down there. Across my...
Holy shit. That looks painful.
Yeah, across my clavicle bone.
I mean, it healed quite well.
But when I touched it, there was no blood coming, but I could feel the blood dripping, but I was bleeding inside. So it's forming a hematoma. I lost 40% of my blood though. They put me to induced coma.
Damn.
A day into the coma, I jumped out of my induced coma and I grabbed the nurse by the hair, started pulling my wires out because obviously I was in shock. My body's fighting from shock, do you know what I mean?
Oh,
so
wow.
they basically shot now and again. Then I got up, man, I had a tube out my neck, tube in my arm, drip in my other arm, tube in my foot, I had a catheter in, and there I was just like, f*** man. But my main problem was like, it gave me nerve damage. So I had a lot to work back from. It's like a big shock. Like when I got stabbed, it's like a big blur of white. It went jing, and I just heard a big ringing noise like that, and I couldn't understand what happened.
Ooh,
Like,
that's like your body going to like fight or flight mode instantly. Like that's kind of like you can kind of put that with spidey senses. Even though you already been hit, your body is just on high alert. Like something's wrong. Like alerting you, something is wrong, bro. Something is fucked up right now. That's crazy.
I have nerves that control your neck and your arm and all that. 4 of them got cut straight through. The 5th one got severed. The guy stabbed me once, stabbed me twice. But the second stab in my neck, my arms went down, bang like that. I was trying to fight him off, and he just kept stabbing me, and then I fell on the floor. And I was like, I remember thinking, fuck. I was like, I've never lost a fight before. What the fuck just happened? I was like, damn, man. All I thought in my head, I got defeated. And then after that, it's like he started to go one way. I started to crawl off like that. I was crawling off, I was like, and I said to me, bastard. And then he come back to me again, and I was crawling off, I was like, oh, me. Then he stabbed me in my f***ing spine, just in front of my spine, and stabbed me on the bottom of my bum again. I was like, man. And after that, the f***ing police come in it. I'm trying to be normal now, do you get me? I'm not trying to get arrested. They've come up to me, they're like, oh, we heard there's been a fight, what's going on? I said, nothing, man. I said, I'm good. No, nothing's going on. And she's chatting to me. Like, these times, I'm starting to fade now. I've just been stabbed 9 times, innit? So I'm just like, she's like, you're right, man. Yeah, I'm cool, I'm all right, man. I said, what's wrong? I said, oh, I'm tired, I've been jogging. But these times, I'm in the process of losing all my blood, do you get me?
Yeah, you're dying.
And then she's like, cold red, multiple stab wounds, bro. Literally, I look down, my top's just going like that. It's just getting redder. My neck's redder. My hair was hanging on my shoulder. I just remember getting rushed to the hospital. I just remember saying to him, like, why ain't my arm working? And he just said to me, like, our main thing is to stop your bleeding right now. Do you get me? I lost so much blood. And after that, yeah, man, just literally the road.
That's the street code, bro. You like, man, hell no, I ain't trying to be no snitch. I ain't trying to, you feel me? But like he said, his body was in shock. So he don't really know for real what's going on. He just know he just got his ass beat, but he don't know how.
To recovery. It went from anger, revenge, and I think that's why I've just got such a fight against knife crime. I feel like every single day I take a knife off someone, I feel like I'm getting my bit back at knife crime for what happened to me, do you know what I'm saying? So it's just like a forever burning furnace in my chest to just do what I can towards knife crime, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, who was this guy?
So he had a fight with a female family member. I come back and defended it hand to hand, and smacked him up. Then he come back with a knife, and I used to pride myself in fighting, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that was me. Like I don't like.
Pride is the devil, for real, bro. That's how it be. And you know the craziest part about that? He probably don't even know why him and the female was fighting. She could have spit on him, slapped the nigga first, anything. Only thing you know in your head is, this nigga just touched my cousin. This nigga just put his hands on my cousin. You don't know who started the fight. You don't care who started the fight. But that pride ain't gonna ask you, well, what you do? What happened? Why he do that? She probably just come crying, oh, you. So as a family member, you gotta run to the rescue. That's just something you just sign up for, bro. You don't ask questions. You just run up. What's going on, man? You hit my cousin. Beep, 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 beep. Put the beats on somebody. Now they run by, all right, wait, watch this. So you just celebrating. You like, yeah, beat that nigga. You feel me? You not thinking about the retaliation, bro. Majority of the time, you like, yeah, beat that nigga. Because it's a hand-to-hand regular fist fight. You done already beat his ass. You like, I bet he ain't know nothing. Nigga can't even fight. Of course he can't fight. Coming back with a gun. Boom, now you dead. Your cousin's still alive. This dude is either on the run or he done got away with the crime or he locked up. And all that because your cousin slapped him first or spit on him or whatever she did. Be a crazy situation, bro. Females be getting niggas in a lot of trouble, bro. A lot of time, bro.
I never fight. I wasn't a bully or nothing, but I could definitely hold my own. Think about it. I got stabbed 9 times once, then I got stabbed 9 times again. If I was a habitual knife carrier, I would have been the one doing the stabbing. And even to this day now, I'd never carry a knife. Like, I'm good. And the life that I live, it'd be very, very strange for me to get in any sort of incidents where a knife's gonna be turned at me, do you know what I mean? You see America, you see when you don't say you're gonna give someone a life sentence, they be like, you get 100 years plus 2 more life sentences. Now that's a real life sentence, yeah? Sure. In England, when you get a life sentence, someone's been in jail for a couple of years, they get 12 years, do half of it before you know it, they're out in 4. People say, oh, but look in America, people still do crazy things. I get it, but guess what? That crazy person, he ain't gonna be around for 70 years no more. He ain't getting a chance to come back out and do the same thing again. So I do think, yeah, the consequences in terms of law for people that's using stabbing, it's not a good deterrent. I just basically pray that the children of England.
So you can stab somebody up, go to jail for 12 years and get out in like 4, 5. Oh yeah. No wonder they up there chefing people up like that, bro.
Don't get
like he said, boy. You do anything crazy in the States, in the US, you going up the river. They giving you at the least you doing 30. For real. That's the majority of your life, bro. Male life expectancy be like 60-some years, bro. If you black, it be 60-some, 70 years. So if you do 30 years in jail, that's then half your life gone.
The accessibility of the gun.
Who got that time?
Think of how calculated, premeditated you gotta be to say, you know what, tomorrow morning, I'm gonna take my knife from that order from USA. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in my pants. I'm gonna make sure that I don't get cut with a straight edge. I'm gonna go 5 miles down the road. I'm gonna wait outside the guy's building or his school. I'm gonna stab him. And then they've got to do a whole new getaway now with this whole bloodstained knife. He's got to make sure he gets close enough to that person and pushes it in, hear the cry, feel the knife go through bone, tissue and everything, and run away with a knife that's going to be bloodstained. How hard do you think a person with that mind state, yeah, how hard is it going to be for him to put a gun and pull it at someone?
Oh, it's easy. It's inhuman to just pull a trigger.
And that's why I said people that stab people mentally is gone, bro. Y'all are gone because that's such a personal crime. Stabbing somebody is very personal. Like in the States, bro, you can shoot from the corner and accidentally hit one of your ops or something in the back, paralyze them in the head, kill them. You know, you can hit them up a couple times. Yeah, I shot at, ooh, I hit such up 2-3 times. You can do that from the corner and not know who you hit. But when you stabbing somebody, you be down there looking at them like this. You be looking at them in their eyes, bro, as they scream and oh hell no. That's such a personal and crazy ass crime, bro. Y'all wild in the ends, bro.
This is
you wild in the end, bro.
Buying these for 50p.
Wild, bro.
I mean, I don't know why.
Like 60 cents.
6 hours is even
If y'all made it this far in the video too, make sure y'all subscribe and hit that like button.
Possible. Well, these guys are not only taking these blades straight out of Elden Ring off the streets and into safe hands, they also melt the metal from these blades and turn it into things like gym equipment for at-risk youth to use at this youth center they're building.
We got a partnership with Amazon. All their defected goods or return goods, they come to us and we basically get an engineer, fix them with young people, and we give them out to the community or people that's in need of them.
Fire.
We've got about 28 rooms that are done. These are some of the rooms. We've got about 37 to go. We've got upstairs, downstairs, massive photography and film studios, media rooms, and we really want to do a lot of dynamic activities to really empower and support these young people.
That's fire.
From end to end, it'll be one massive.
And this is what I be saying, bro. A lot of the youth don't really have nothing to do. If you give them, like, you gotta, like, right now at a certain age, bro, some of the youth is just already too far gone, bro. If they've been in it a couple years, they gone. They gone, bro. You gotta attack the ones younger that's coming up, looking up to them. You gotta attack them and just let them, like I ain't gonna say do whatever they gonna do, but like some of them just so far gone, you can't really bring them back.
Video.
Yo!
Especially when you done something already, people was already after you for real.
Yeah. With resources to turn in your weapon and chill in a safe environment after school, you gotta wonder why young men are buying these weapons in the first place. I met up with Marvin Herbert, ex-career criminal, gangster, and alleged killer. He learned his lesson the hard way though after getting shot in the face and balls. And he now advocates for the youth to stay away from the life of crime he once led. But before we meet Marv, have you ever had someone place a paper bag full of burning dog poop on your front door? Neither have I. But I'm sure that's happened to someone because data brokers are selling your information. Joe Biden, but it's always there. You ever gotten You're not alone. But luckily for you and I've been using me over 20 hours of data and joined Delete Me for out. Thanks, Delete Me. Let's go meet Marvin.
Oh, what the fuck?
Marvin, everyone calls you an ex-career criminal, and now what are you up to?
I'm a shepherd. I'm leading the people towards a better destiny, a better outcome, and a better sort of journeys. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm steering people away from my old existence into a light of love and.
I feel like a lot of people listen to people like, well, I ain't gonna say that because the youth don't listen to nobody, bro. If you ain't in that shit with them, they really don't listen to you for real. But I feel like they will gravitate towards somebody that used to walk in their shoes, bro, more than somebody that never did nothing before. So I like the fact when people be like ex-criminals or whatever, and they got like war wounds and they got the track record to prove it, people will be more gravitated to listen to them versus people that don't know what the fuck the end's about.
Acceptance and sort of a selflessness.
And was there something that happened to you that led you to switch your path and pivot?
Yeah, well, basically, if I'm being honest, I got arrested in 2012 for 4 murders, and I got extradited from Spain to England to stand trial. Whilst I was on trial, and one of the people that used to work for me ran...
That's a crazy wig piece. That wig piece is wild, bro. Now, why the hell she do that?
On the bill up, we used to give people drugs and everything to sell, and this one kid ran a bill up that was exponential, and he needed to be taught a lesson. So I wanted to hurt him, when I went to hurt him, I kind of found out he was my son's best mate, or one of my son's closest friends. And I realised the ripple effect of the actions I was committing was just harming kids, and it's got to stop. And that was that in 2014, I decided not to engage in criminal activities where young people are risking their life, their liberties and their futures on a product that ain't going to get them anywhere. And then basically I've had to go through a transition of losing all my money, all my assets, all the bits and pieces that I accumulated in that world. I had to let it go to start my journey fresh.
That's the tough part about it, bro. But I feel like if you smart, bro, you gonna find a way to invest that street money into something. Like you gotta find you gotta have a way out. Like a lot of people that be in it don't be really having a way out. They just be running with like, oh, this money gonna come forever. Woo. They don't never be trying to work to build something to get out of that life, bro. Like even if you buy a business and then you feel me, you just be in that business. Like, okay, they gonna ask you, how did you get the money? Whatever the case may be, you just gotta, hey, crunch some numbers, finesse some stuff. It is what it is. But once you go legit, you have to stay legit. If you're trying to clean that money up,
demonstrate by example on how to change your life.
I see a scar across your face. Yeah. Is that a prosthetic eye?
Yeah. Look.
Did you get shot in the eye?
Yeah, I got shot point blank range. I got shot in my leg. It went down my penis and shot my right testicle out. I got shot in my arm. It bounced off the floor, went through my hip and exited my 7 and 8 lower vertebrae. And then basically he finished up with a headshot here. If you put your finger on there, look.
Yeah.
Look, that finger, look.
Yeah.
Where the bullet went through.
Oh, shit.
Look, it stopped.
I don't know how you're live, by the way.
It stopped halfway through, look. So
How are you live right now, Mark?
I don't know.
What were you doing back then?
Everything. How we doing?
How you doing, man?
See you. Come on. Yeah. Marvin Herbert.
A legend.
It seemed like Marvin's criminal past had made him a legend in the community.
Big Marv, in the building.
You see what I'm saying? They more likely to listen to somebody like that than to just listen to anybody, bro. You can't just be like no activist motherfucker that never been in the trenches before, bro. The motherfucker like, all right, bro, you don't know how life is, bro. You never experienced what we went through.
Yeah, there we go.
Have an amazing afternoon, ladies. Don't let yourselves down.
You know everyone out here. This is your place.
This is my planet. Yeah, this is where I'm from, innit? So this is where all the major raves were, here and the Forum and Kennishatten and Camden Palace. At 11, 12 years of age, I was really a crackhead, smoking crack, heroin.
You did a crack at 12?
11, 12, yeah. We were selling it at first and second year of secondary school. We were smoking crack and selling crack and heroin and ecstasies. And basically, because these were the places we used to come, it sounds crazy, yeah?
It's pretty crazy.
At 11, 12 years of age, it sounds crazy, but this was our reality.
So, Marv, you're a nice guy. People are taking photos with you. You're smiling. You're saying, hey, how you doing? Were you always like that?
No, I've always been nice. I was the kind of criminal that protected the weaker criminals. So I took on adversity because I didn't like bullies. I think I've been stabbed and cut about 24 times. I've been shot 5 times and I've been hit with an axe. Stabbing weren't a problem.
Damn.
Being stabbed weren't a problem for me. And getting shot weren't a problem for me. It was me stabbing and shooting other people that became a problem. Say you got a kid here, right, and I'll give you something to get you on your feet to help you.
All right.
And I know you got no money.
Got nothing.
Yeah? But then when you fuck up, I'm supposed to do what? Stab and shoot you. That's not fair.
You have to, right?
Yeah, but it's not fair, is it? I've never hurt anybody for money. Do you know what I mean? That's one thing I've never done. And anybody that owed me money, they got left alone. Have an amazing afternoon, gentlemen. I will do. Don't let yourselves down now.
You're like a ray of sunshine out here, Mark.
Yeah, I like making people feel comfortable, man.
Yeah.
Have an amazing afternoon, lady. And I like making people smile. Have an amazing afternoon. See, there you go. Yo, thank you very much, my brother. No one ever thanks you for keeping this sweet and clean.
Marvin seemed like he was channeling.
Hey, it looked like a W Mans to me, bro. I don't see no criminal in him at all.
The energy he once used to allegedly murder people to being a force for positivity in the same community he used to be a complete menace in. Just like some of the troubled youth we see today stabbing each other with knives bought off Temu.
Let's go back. So 13 years old, let's say. How do you eventually get into top dog status, king of the criminals, if you will, and end up getting shot?
Going up the criminal ladder, it started with car stereos. From the car stereos, we went into cars. From the cars, we went into burglaries. I didn't like burglaries, so I went straight from the cars into vans, delivery vehicles. Anyone delivering vehicles or precious goods. And then after that, afternoon. OG, come on.
OG.
Where we here? Basically, car
Come
stereos
on.
to cars, to deliver
Hey, my boy, smooth criminal. Come on.
trucks to money. You know, money's in transit, the Secure Corps vehicles. And they went from Secure Corps vehicles into guns and drugs and murders, and then into the, what's it called, logistics and transportation
All
of
of that
drugs.
stuff is
So I've
wrapped
been
up in the
arrested
same.
for maybe 18 shootings, 25 murders, I don't know how many armed robberies, you know.
How did they not lock you up?
Because it's not what they know, it's what they can prove.
Are
Facts.
people eyeing for the crown you sit?
Facts. You gotta have that reasonable doubt. As long as you got that reasonable doubt, you good. Cause that's the same thing I be saying about people that get face tats and neck tats, and you have to look the part. You already, if you brown skin, black, whatever, you already don't look the part. Cause majority of the time the jury be white. So you have to look presentable. As long as you can look presentable and have that reasonable doubt about yourself, you can skate. If you got face tats and neck tats, you look like
no one can take off, man.
So are you compensating for some of the evil things you've done, or what?
Yeah, that's what it is. We're giving back, man.
That's why I hate the fact that dreads got such a bad, like I don't know, I forgot the word I'm looking for, but like dreads look bad in the community because people with dreads, they think, you know, criminal thugs, whatever, which is not the case all the time, but some of the time it is. So
amazing day, people.
my mom want me to cut my dreads so
Basically,
bad.
no, I started realising that all the people in that criminal world never loved me. And I've been risking my whole life because no one comes to see me in the hospital. I helped hundreds of people from my whole childhood against bullies, and not one of them come to see me.
Why? Do you think they would today?
No. They're all wankers. Have an amazing day, sir.
They were
When you've
wankers.
been involved in shootings and murders, right, and you've seen people shot in the head and killed, when you get shot all over and you're lying on the floor and someone walks up to you and puts a bullet in your head, a gun in your head and goes bang, bang, you don't expect to wake up. And the fact that I never even passed out, I rung my own ambulance.
What?
I didn't think it was real. What? Because when he shot me in the face, it all went numb. I didn't know what happened. What I did do was got better.
Okay.
Yeah?
Healed up.
Ah! Now I'm the sickest machine you'll ever see. And if any of
Boy,
them come on
powered
my
up.
journey right now, then they'd face me at the best version of me possible. I actually realised that the universe, people call it God, wanted me alive, mate. Have an amazing day, sir. When I've turned my life around and I've run out of money and I had nowhere to live and I was homeless, my mate, I rang him up, I said, what can I do? Where can I go? And he said, I've got a yard. You can have the yard. So
Let's check it out. Oh, right on. This is a nice little flat, eh?
That's what's up.
What do we got going on here? What's up, Bear?
this is my headquarters.
Okay.
This is where we're starting HMP from.
Okay. So this is a reset we're witnessing.
It's a reset, man.
So you went from top of the organized crime world and you're back here, you're resetting.
With all of the alleged murders and crimes to rise to the top of the criminal ladder, once the law catches up to you, you get sent all the way back down to level 1. I met up with Venom, a youngster allegedly still in the game, who looks up to Marv so I could try to figure out why he would even consider messing with the law after seeing Marv's current life situation.
Have you ever had to use a knife?
Yeah, in the kitchen.
Okay. And you're kind of a new gen criminal or what?
I wouldn't say I'm a criminal, it's just that get by in life, do you know what I mean? Work for government. I don't see working a 9 to 5 gonna get you a nice car or get a mortgage or, do you know what I mean? When government, you're locked.
I mean, that all depends on the kind of money you making, the kind of 9 to 5 you working. Cause 9 to 5 got me, it didn't give me a nice car, but it got me a house though.
So I just want to have a good life.
So you're taking to some more unconventional methods to make some money?
Yeah. Like the things I want to do like that, do you know what I mean? I can't do it with a 9 to 5. And plus, like, I don't really like taking orders or, do you know what I mean?
So you're kind of independent on the streets?
Yeah. Well, I've had, when I was homeless when I was 14, 15. Like, I went into care. Do you know what I mean? I had to do like criminal stuff to be able to pay for a hotel because I couldn't get ours. Because I didn't have no family or support when I was younger. I did, but not as good, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you walk around here, you
I feel
you
that.
have like a piece on you?
I ain't gonna say too much, but...
What's something one might protect themselves with out here?
Well, out here in London, anything goes, mate. You could have a bottle of acid, a chiv, a pinger.
Bottle of acid?
Yeah.
A bottle of acid, bro. Y'all wild out there in the ends, bro. A bottle of acid. A motherfucker run up, try to chef you, just melt their whole face off.
Anything goes, and like when you're on the roads, it's different. It's not like you're all by and citizen. You can just walk down the street, and then, I mean, yeah, you got to look after your shoulder. You don't know who's who. You don't know who's talking behind your back. You don't know who's trying to stab you in the back or set you up. So
legit stab you in the back.
Stuff, but it builds you into a strong person.
That term is very literal out there when he say stab you in the back.
I got stabbed 3 weeks ago as well.
You got stabbed?
Yeah,
Should I see?
Yeah.
Whoa!
That's another one. I've got scars all over my arms, my legs, stabbed in my face. I don't give a fuck who you are, what you've done in your life, what status or whereabouts. Do you know what I mean? You pissed me off. You could be Conor McGregor, Anthony Joshua. You know, I know I'm going to lose in my head, but I'm not losing. I'm winning. I'm going to step toe to toe, and if I get knocked out, sweet, I'll go and I'll come back with a bigger thing. Do you know what I mean? That's how it is. I ain't backing out for no one.
Thing, we're talking maybe a chicken cutter?
I don't know, might be a paintball gun or something.
So, I mean...
He's smart, bro, because a lot of these questions be very criminalized questions, bro. Like you can get caught, because I know people gotta know that the feds and police and stuff definitely watch these videos, bro. I hope people is thinking when they be saying stuff to these cameras and stuff. You gotta think when you say stuff to these cameras, because don't ever think the feds and the people not watching this shit, because they definitely watching.
I got this from an unknown source, but this is pretty standard carry out here, or what?
Yeah, that's normal. That's the people run around with
a kitchen knife, or what?
I mean, people run around with Rambos, ZKs. I mean, took their arm off. You know what I mean?
So in the kitchen, do sometimes you gotta get something sharp and chop away at the rotisserie chicken?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it when the chicken acts up, or when you have to make the chicken know, like, hey, I rule these streets?
Nah, I don't do that. Like, do you know what I mean? If I don't look at people. If someone's making money over there, I ain't gonna go up to them and say, right, you're on my block making money. Nah, if everyone eats, everyone eats.
Facts.
But if you bother my peace or bother any of my family or my friends, then yeah. It's not like the olden days where everyone has a one-on-one straightener like down around Millwall or in the park, or you shake hands and you walk off. Nah, mate.
Yeah.
My other friend, I mean, he got...
Facts, that's how it is, bro. People can't take an L now, bro. It's just crazy. Like, you fight, you lose today, all right, go home, go back to the drawing board, you might win tomorrow. But you just gotta know if a motherfucker got hands, you know when somebody got hands, bro. If you fight and you lost, a motherfucker's like, you don't know, people don't know if you lost or not. You like, okay, that was a close fight, I might win the next one. But if you get your ass beat to sleep and it wasn't even close, okay, I'm gonna leave that nigga alone. He got hands. It is what it is. It is what it is. That nigga got hands.
So these tattoos represent people you've lost?
Yeah, they're here and here.
And this is due to knife violence or what?
One was knife violence, one was a bike accident.
A bike?
Yeah, come off a bike. I think he was getting chased by police. I don't know the full story. So I've had to do it and learn things and pick up things during the streets, do you know what I mean?
Sure.
But I don't regret it because it's made me the person who I am.
How did you get the name Venom?
Obviously I'm a good, like, loving, loyal, caring, respectful person. But like when shit goes down and I have to like, go on a job or I have to do someone, then I'm the most evilest person, do you know what I mean? Because
you eerie?
Like, I wouldn't say I'm a good person, but when like, you piss me off, then yeah, like I don't know back.
Would you, if the chicken pissed you off, would you give him a slice?
Yeah. So I'd probably bother for fighting now.
Or would it just be more of a preventative slice, like off, mate?
Yeah, but I'll punch it down the face.
You punch him before you slice the chicken?
No. I've sliced.
You beat the chicken, but you slap it.
Yeah, before I've done. See, I've got paranoid schizophrenia. Like I'd rather do the geezer before he does me. Like I got stabbed in my chest. Like, do you know what I mean? I was very close. I didn't die, but the doctor said I've never experienced anyone that's been stabbed in the chest and how they are now. I said, mate, you just got to keep positive. No one point me and ahhing, I got a scar, do you know what I mean? Or it is what it is, innit?
You ever been to prison?
It is what it is, ain't it?
I've done about six years. And the crime rate's going up, and the police are like.
Crime's going up?
Standing there, and you'll be watching someone getting robbed for a bike or a kettle. They're just themselves. Oh boy, they're just employing everyone because they ain't got no proper stuff. They're employing.
And
I'm looking, I'm thinking, how the.
Bro, you get one of them motherfuckers, you know they ain't chasing you, boy. You just go ahead, put the skates on.
You passed the police training thing. You know what I mean? Like, I've experienced it there, and I've learned it when I was in HMP Belmarsh. The alarm's gone off, and then one black fella, one mate of mine called Money, he come up to me, he's like, mate, do you know what he's in here for? I said, nah. I said, he's a sausage. He looks like a sausage.
What is a sausage?
Like div, innit? Like wanker, innit? Mate, my black pal said to me, he's like, mate, he's in here, he's phoned old Bill to the house, old Bill's come, he's grabbed the 2 old Bill, killed them, chopped them up, boiled them, he's cooked them, and he's ate them. And then the only way he ate them, yeah. The only way he got found guilty, they done a DNA test on his shit, and they had the police in his, yeah, cannibal. And I'm there.
What the fuck's going on out there, bro? Y'all cool? What?
And I'm there throwing wet tissue at him, and I'm thinking, what? But he looked.
The reality of the road is everybody's trying to get off it.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't stopping until I've got 10 mil fat and I'm off. I can walk my own yard. Like, my kids are good. Like, I'm not stopping. And I'm not standing for less.
So you won't leave the game until you have that figured out?
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? My own business, like.
Yeah, but when you have that's such a high mark to reach. You gotta have very small obtainable goals. Like, okay, I'm not stopping until I get me a business. What kind of business do you want to obtain? You want to, wash and dry a laundromat. You want to whatever coffee shop. You gotta obtain these small business, small goals until you reach that big goal.
I ain't doing no 9 to 5.
Yeah, you can't walk away from that fast money.
You don't respect it, innit? Because if you have to drive and save up to 30 grand, you ain't gonna blow it as quick as you know what I mean. But when I'm getting 30 grand with like 30-minute job, I'm blowing it. Like, I'm not taking it serious. But I'm thinking, yeah, I could do another job.
We're talking like coke and hookers or what?
No. Obviously.
What are we talking?
Robberies.
I see.
Yeah. Robberies.
Okay. Venom, thanks for sharing.
Yeah, no worries.
Marv, what's going on with today's youth? Is it much different from when you were a little gangster?
Because look, when we were kids growing up, yeah, we had to fight to create a reputation, like, and you had to stand up and fight. You had to stand up for yourself, and if you weren't prepared to stand up for yourself, then you was used and abused. But if you had a difference with somebody, who had an issue with someone, then you had to have a fight, and that was how you sorted your differences, by fighting.
With the knife?
Mm-hmm. No, hands.
The knives came in later.
So, what do you think has changed in the modern youth?
Knives came in when people stop getting tired of getting hands and feet put on them. So the motherfucker beat you to sleep, stomp you out. Boom, okay, you get up. All right, beat you to sleep, stomp you out. All right, okay, you get up. Beat you to sleep, stomp you out. Then turn around, get stabbed. Now motherfucker like, okay, now I gotta retaliate. You didn't stab my. Now we gotta go stab him. Okay, you stabbed him. Now we gotta go stab. Now everybody walk around with knives. That's how that shit go. Same thing with guns, bro. Beat to sleep, stumped out, get up, beat to sleep, stumped out. Boom, now you get a gun. Boom, the nigga that beat to sleep and stumped you out. Boom, you shoot him. Now somebody from his family come through or his friend come through, shoot him. Now his friend or his family member got to come through, retaliate. Boom. Now just everybody got guns, bro.
Youth's perspective.
That's how that should be going.
Stabbing each other, being a part of a gang.
Social media and games. Because the kids don't realise how serious their actions are. So when they commit these stabbings and these cuttings, they don't actually realise that they're actually going to decapitate someone, cripple someone, or kill someone. And then they think, what have I done? I don't want to go to prison.
Yeah.
And they fall apart.
That's when they get that realization, when that time come in, when they be like, oh, I'm good. Nobody know, man. Woo, they done told their friend. They done told someone, oh, yeah, man, I caught that nigga slipping, man. Woo, they done told everybody. And once they snatch somebody up that didn't do the crime, and they like, hey, man, woo, we finna give you 30 years, nigga. We finna give you 12 years, nigga, if you don't. They said everybody on the street saying it was you. Police be playing the mind games, boy. You get to tell him, not one me was Fred. Fred, oh, it was Fred. Who was Fred? You done gave your boy up already. They didn't know who did it. They just snatched somebody random up. It just so happened to be you, and you done told them it was Fred.
When we
don't know, bro. They don't be knowing nothing.
And we knew the consequences, and we was
They
prepared to
snatch
eat
somebody
the
up and just
consequences.
get throwing numbers
If you've
at
done
them.
something to me that was bad enough, then I would happily stab you up or shoot you and go to prison because it was worth it for me. Nowadays, these kids ain't got no values.
They doing it for the
anything.
thrill.
They're killing each other for nothing.
For the
That
thrill.
life ain't worth it. And if you're going down that road, then you are pathetically wasting your life and every opportunity you have to be the best version of you.
And I know you're helping the youth now. What are you doing?
Well, set up systems in football, boxing, music, media and construction to help navigate kids away from crime into training and employment. But more importantly, I work with the hardest to reach kids that are leaving school, leaving care and leaving prison. and I try to get them into being the best versions of them they can be. My idea is to create a business model with them and set them off into a sustainable lifestyle and a passion that they love.
Do you think knives are the problem with these kids? Some
No.
people say ban the knives, that'll solve everything. It seems a little bit
Look at the
ridiculous.
dog, like, man, I got something to say.
Mindset of the individuals, and it's the elders and the peers, and the parents. It's the peers and the social landscapes that are moulding our youngsters into being the barbaric killers that they're becoming for nothing.
Special thanks to Marv and Farron, and you can go see Marv speak live this August. Link to everyone's socials and more info in the description below.
That was a W video.